Hello everyone!
Yay! Hello!
Today on Recessioncore, the budget is tight once again. Maybe still is. I don't even know at this point. I was supposed to get paid like 3 days ago, so instead of going shopping like a regular person, I gathered my pennies together and bought some fabric dye. And I will be showcasing my favorite upcycling technique, where I resurrect clothing that I have worn and washed countless times, or as I like to call it, does this come in black? Soon. Before we dive into this, make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in upcycling and shit like that. I'll keep making these videos until the fall of capitalism. And I also have a cat. She's very angry. The cat is very upset. Moving on. Now let's take a look at our candidates for today's recipe. First up, we have the hoodie, which is very dear to my heart. You may have seen it in other videos of mine. I got it years ago from a second-hand store for just €3.50. It has been worn to the ground, becoming lighter, thinner, and filled with holes. The leather details are also worn out and falling apart. Next, we have another gem from my early second-hand shopping days, a pair of overalls. I can't recall the exact price, but they were quite cheap. And I remember I initially bought them for just one specific outfit, or I wanted to do a cosplay with them, or something along those lines. It never happened, by the way, but Unfortunately, they were always a little too small and the color wasn't working for me. So yeah, I was about to take them on clothing exchange actually. I got them like packed up and everything ready to go. But then I stumbled upon a TikTok where a lady dyed her overalls instead of discarding them. I really liked how they turned out and I was like, yes. Aside from the color change, these overalls need more alterations to improve the fit. They are labeled as European size 38, which is a medium. Yeah, I don't know for who. They are very snug around like the butt area and oddly loose around the waist. Really, it's like I can take them in like 8 centimeters and they would fit me on the waist. And they are too tight around the legs, like who is gonna wear this? Who is this for? To address this fitting issue, I'm making slits on the side to give myself more room around the legs. Now, before we proceed with the dyeing process, some preparations need to be made. I am removing all the leather pieces from the hoodie to ensure an even dyeing process without any color discrepancies. Additionally, I will also undo the hem on the short since I sewed it in with a dark blue thread. Because when I first got them, they actually had no hem. Someone ripped it off, probably because these shorts are very short and the person that bought them wanted them longer, but that actually didn't fit them either, so that would be my guess. I also took apart the side seam because I will be taking it apart anyways for the slit, and again I want an even color everywhere. For this I will be using this dye, which is my go-to dye for fabric. It's very simple to use, just throw everything in the washing machine. You throw this and you throw the fabric or the cloth, throw it in the machine and you're good to go. Starting with the hoodie, I was pleasantly surprised by the outcome. I expected a darker shade of grey, but it turned out to be a beautiful black color. I also dyed the string, which is important to mention because I have forgotten those sometimes. Although the inside remains grey due to the fabric not being cotton, it doesn't matter, no one will see it. Next, I cut out some hearts and other leather pieces from leftover scraps. I used the hearts to replace the worn out sections on the hood, fixed the string with some leather, and added a small piece to sew onto the pocket. To ensure durability, I hand-sewed the leather-shaped patches. Although it took me quite a while to finish, it was faster than taking everything apart and reassembling basically the entire thing, which is what I would have to do if I wanted to sew this on the machine. I sewed closely to the rings first, and then I continued sewing around the outside of the heart. When I finished, I retreated the string through the hood and attached the leather details on the string. I originally planned to use a sewing machine, but unfortunately mine wasn't cooperating and I wasn't gonna go to the good ones for like 2 stitches. Come on. And that concludes the hoodie transformation. Now let's move on to the overalls. These are the overalls when they came out of the washing machine. I love the vibe of this. The stitches didn't take the dye, which is normal since, they are usually made from polyester thread and, this dye is made for cotton. So the stitches don't take the dye, only the clothing do. And this is something to keep in mind when dyeing your own clothing. Although I was hoping for more of a grey shade, the dark blue color is still nice. At least it's no longer light and I can work with that. However, there are some spots from the dye on the overalls, which actually should not have happened with the dye I used. However, it sometimes occurs. But overall, this dye still works best for me, even though there are occasional risks of these little spots happening. To improve the fit around my coochie, I unpicked as much of the inner seam as possible to provide more room, because oh boy was she suffocating in this. I also stretched out the pants, around parts around the butt. Anyway, I looked ridiculous while doing that, and I don't get enough views to embarrass myself like that. So there is no video of this. And after giving the shorts a bit of a haircut, since everything came loose in the washing machine, I zigzagged the stitches I had taken apart to create the side slits. Once the zigzag was complete, I hemmed the slits, ensuring everything was secure. And finally, I hemmed down the shorts. And here is how it looks before and after. And here is the, after. While trying on the overalls, I couldn't help but notice some issues with the fit. Something felt slightly off all the time, and then the measurements here are clearly inconsistent. Like the seam placement is awful. Look at this. No wonder these overalls were practically untouched when I found them in the second-hand store. So I can't remember which store they came from, and the tag died along with everything else. So I couldn't tell you for sure. But I think it was like, Zara or H&M or something along those lines. Like how do we have like literally zero standards left in this fucking fashion industry anymore? Like, goddamn. Now that our little rant is over, I tried the overalls on again and discovered that they were still too big. Surprise, surprise, since I didn't do anything to fix the issue. So not wanting to leave it as is, and also not wanting to take everything apart and take it in, I decided to simply sew an elastic in, and it worked out great. Oh, and one last thing, I let them incubate under my cat for a while, so now they have that authentic cat hair color, and now we're good to go. So now we have finished both of our they were old, new pieces. No, I am actually very pleased with both pieces, and the hoodie has been wonderfully restored. I am thrilled to have my hoodie back in action. However, it's way too hot right now to wear it. Here I am blasting air conditioner in my face for filming. So yeah, this thing is retired for the summer. From obvious reasons. But yeah, I can't wait to wear it again once the summer is over and I stop melting. I absolutely adore the new color and the new added details. As for the shorts, they fit so much better now, and the color is also an improvement. I love this fit that's going on right here. And as I mentioned, I would much rather have them grey, but no, it's okay. So some things are still not quite right fit-wise because of the manufacturing mistakes. I can't fix those. Like, but yeah, you know, it's fine. I like styling overalls from time to time. I think it's really cute, and as I mentioned, they were kind of small for me from the beginning, so I for sure like didn't pay a lot of money for this. But yeah, I think they're cute. I'm glad I resurrected them. Yeah, let's hope to get some cute outfits out of it. And this is gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. If you're in the mood, feel free to leave a comment and check out my other videos. And admire the cat once again. Oh, she's gonna bite you if you don't subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll have more generous budget, but it's highly unlikely. Okay, bye for now.